Welcome back. I'm playing Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector, and I'm creating some videos here to help people figure out how to use these units in multiplayer, and also with that kind of understanding kind of get an idea of how they'd want to make some unit compositions. So this next unit that we're going through, I'm just kind of going through each factions, going across their unit selections. Here is another HQ unit. This one's called the Librarian. They're very, very powerful units. They can really ruin your day if they get into good position here. So the big benefit that they have is that they are a commander unit, so they have 250 HP, they have 2 attacks, 4 movement, 5 armor, and a 15 evasion to start with. They have a basic a master crafted bolt pistol, so it's the same as the other bolt pistols here. Now they don't have the ability to change equipment, they just have a default here, and it has a force sword, but the rare thing about this is one of the few melee weapons in this game that has 3 melee attacks. So that gives you 3 opportunities to potentially hit an enemy unit and not worry about getting a reaction attacked. Each one of those attacks has a base damage. So again, what base damage is the model that you're attacking. That base damage will be applied to that model, and then from there, with each attack that he does, also does splash damage, and each of those splashes goes to 2 additional models in that squad, and those will do 18 to 24 damage with an armor piercing of 8, and it has a default accuracy of 95%, so he's rarely going to miss, and he should just be able to just keep smacking everything that's in the way there. Now the one downside of the Librarian is, even though it looks like he has a jump pack here, he's not truly a jump pack unit. So unlike these other guys, say the Lieutenant, which is what we did last time, you can activate your jump pack, get that movement bonus, and it doesn't affect your action points. For the Librarian, if you are going to use his jump ability, you have to use Wings of Sanguinius. And what this does is, in exchange for taking an action point, you now have got the 2+ movement like the jump pack does, but it gives you ranged armor and it increases your evasion by 20%. So now all of a sudden you're at 35%, and you still will not provoke reaction pistol fire when you're moving in. You'll still trigger Overwatch, of course, just like you would with any of the other jump infantry. But what this gives you the benefit is you can jump in here. If you use your attack, then that's considered a charge attack as well. And then you've now locked guys up into melee, so they'll have minus accuracy, assuming you're throwing them into combat with ranged units, and then they're going to have trouble hitting him on top of the reduced range, because now he's up to 35% accuracy evasion, so they should be missing about 35% of the attacks. He has 2 additional abilities. First one is Vision of Angelic Fury, which summons a Vision of Sanguinius that terrifies all enemies who see it. It does 20 momentum damage to all units within 2 tiles, and it also does psychic damage, 18 to 25, to all enemies within the tile. Now what psychic damage is it just bypasses armor. So the other ability that he has is he throws a lance that damages enemy units along a path to a maximum to the target, maximum range of 2, dealing 37 to 50 splash damage with 4 armor piercing, up to 6 targets per tile. So when would you use this? If he's totally surrounded by a bunch of low tier units, you just need to totally clear him out and get a bunch of range to just liquidate things. That's when you'd want to use this ability here. So we've got 2 Librarians here, just so I can hopefully stack up some of their action points here, because I would like to empower some of these abilities so you can see what happens when you empower these. What that means is I didn't really show it on these guys, but if, let's say I empowered here, I think you get a little bit of momentum gains too, and I think you get some temporary HP, and you get additional tactical precision bonuses if you were to empower that, but you're so unlikely to use him to empower guys that I just didn't think it was very useful to show that, whereas you very well could be empowering abilities with your Librarian. So we're going to bring the 2 sanguinary priests, because we'll want to get some heals, and then again, if you're using these guys and you're going to be jumping them in, you're going to want to be buffing, so you're going to want to be doing the 25% melee damage and be giving momentum. Again, because you're going to be jumping into combat, you're probably going to want to use these sanguinary guards to be next to them, because if they're next to the HQ units, then they get some additional 50% or 25% chance of gaining AP for every model that's killed. So that's how that works. We'll keep a Hellblaster kitted out here so we can snipe any enemies. And then I'm going to use the Flamestorm cannon here on the Predator, and we'll go more into depth about these other units too when we get an episode to focus on them. But since I used Tyranids last time, I'll do a match here with, say, let's say Necrons, because that's a powerful faction that can counter the Space Marines. So we'll kind of show the benefits of using these Librarians, because I think one of the main benefits of having all these attacks with all these splash damages is it really allows you to knock down the Necron units that start resurrecting in front of you, so you can really just chop them all down. Plus, with all the armor piercing, they're good against vehicles, and they also are just good against everything. The one downside is if they're, you know, in combat with another HQ unit, because their base damage is a little bit lower, they have a high probability of getting counterattacked. But again, at 250 health, definitely 190 points well spent. One of my favorite units, although it's one I struggle with, so I don't use it a lot if you've been watching my multiplayer matches. But for people who are really good with them, these guys are definitely on the best tier of units. And I like to use the Imperial Ruins because it's a very popular map on multiplayer matches, and it forces the AI to just come and fight us head on, so we can kind of show the examples and stack things up pretty quickly. So you're not chasing them around the map while we're finishing things up here. Alright, that should be fine. Let's make one of the Sanguinary Priests our commander unit in case the Librarians get killed. And so again, Wings of Sanguinius, jump over here. It got a 1-turn cooldown. Sometimes that can feel quite unfair, especially if you're fighting. Oh fuck! I just used the wrong ability. Especially if you're fighting people that are really good with them. Well, I guess you're going to come here. Yeah, that's the one downside of using these guys here, is you can very easily click the wrong button. And it's pretty unforgiving if you do that. Move you over here. Move you up to here. Get one of you there.
Sanguinius, watch over us.
Alright, we'll do that. And I doubt anybody's going to get up here, but I guess we'll just overwatch you.
Sanguinary Guard at your disposal.
Yeah, we're fighting Necron, so they're not going to be very good.
There is little left in this universe that I have not.
Alright, let's do that. Alright, good. So those are some higher tier units, so that's decent. So these guys are their jump infantry. These are just low tier models, nothing too crazy. The flayed ones are good. I'm just trying to see if these guys have living lightning or what their deal is. Just looks like all basic stuff here. So I guess we'll just move you over here and we'll flame these guys down. Not quite enough to drop him. Those guys are back up, unfortunately. Ooh. He must have death marks around here. So kind of like we did last time, you would want to use your ability here. Now I think you could make a solid argument that you would want to put the Embrace on Blood on the Sanguinary Guards, which is what I'm going to do here. If you were going to try to use all your abilities to buff the Librarians and get their abilities, you know, you could make a strong argument there. But I just want to make sure that our units are not going to get killed by the Necrons here, because they can definitely mess up enemy heroes here. So I guess what we'll do here is now you can see the splash damage. So it's like boom, boom, boom. They're down. Oh, but he resurrected. Bummer. Alright, well, we'll come over here, start working on these guys. Of course, I said they almost never miss, and then what happens? He misses. He's giving me bad examples here. Alright, he's down. Well, I guess what we'll do then is move you over here. And attack here. Because now he definitely should be dead. And we'll move you over here. Alright, let's move you there. Do your jump. We'll go here. Go here. I'll let you attack the Immortals. You guys can attack the filleted ones. Oh man! After all that, they still didn't get their damaged attacks, huh? That's pretty disappointing. Alright, we'll attack here, and then you should be able to kill the Immortals too. So that's an example of his lance there. Turn you like that. Can move you up. And now I've got the Hellblasters. Now, if they have really high tier units, the Hellblasters are really good at sniping them, but I think for Necrons, generally you can make a solid argument about that you wouldn't want to use the Hellblasters kitted out like this, because they're going to just overkill all the units. Alright, smack them back, guys. Yeah, I was really banking on getting those extra attacks here. Because as you can see, if you don't get the extra attacks, especially against Necrons, they can definitely make you pay. Alright, well, let's get you up here. Because pretty much we gotta heal everybody. run you down here. You can attack these guys and hopefully kill the scarabs. Probably gonna resurrect, but we'll see. Yep.
Sanguinius, watch over us.
Alright, well. Let's move you up to here. We'll try to heal those guys. The reason being is they have multiple models, so the chance of them surviving is much higher. And let's see, that would do some psychic damage. How much health does he have? Not enough that you would guarantee kills, so let's do things like that. You've taken those guys almost all the way out, and we'll let you attack here. Those guys are down. Gonna come back up? Yes. Alright, so now I can only do that, huh? That's a bummer. So I guess we're gonna have to surge then.
My powers await your command. When the day's darkest, we prevail through
Well,
control.
actually, attack these guys. Hit them. There you go. Good. So now what I can do is I guess we'll just get your action points. We'll attack here, take these guys out. Alright, I need you to run away. And what we'll do is we'll run you down here. And then you can flamestorm through both of these guys. And I could finish them off. Which could be good, but I think I'd rather take out some of these guys. You can go here.
The blood waits. Of course.
Alright, let's run you over here. Attack these guys. They'll be dead. Then we'll move you down here. I kind of hate to waste this attack on these guys, but I want to finish off 2 more models here. Because once they've resurrected the 2 units, they can't come back up. So then those guys would be dead permanently. So move you over here. Then we're going to move these guys down here. The reason being is hopefully I should have these guys locked up in melee. And death marks can't take a big hit. So now I can do action points, come here. Those guys were all injured. Then I can run these guys over here, which should hopefully protect them from additional attacks. You could make an argument that you don't always want to do that if you're not guaranteed to get attacks like this, because then they would have had a better crit chance. But I didn't know if they were going to be able to get the attacks or not, so it's like I'd rather just start stacking the momentum to get those attacks up. I guess we're just going to put you over here. Hopefully I won't get you killed. It's very possible though. Try to bring the Hellblasters up there to trigger some attacks here. But what I'd like to do is use, I mean, you're saying, well, maybe I should kill these guys, but what I'd like to do is show you some of these abilities when they're empowered, because they're actually really powerful. Alright. Let's let you flame here.
Plasma fire support ready.
Alright, those death marks ran away with their teleportability. So we'll see if he gets back up or not.
My powers await your command.
Alright. Let's do this. Try to kill these guys. Hopefully they'll get another AP. Man, I just
The blood waits.
cannot for the life of me get that going. Because if I do this, well, I guess I can still move up one. See, what I'm trying to do is show you an example of the empowered ability, but I want to get some full health guys here. They're not really cooperating with me very well here.
The blood is strong. Do not falter.
Alright. So now we're within 2. So let's empower, do this. And you can just see it just did 50 some damage.
Sanguinius, watch over us.
Oh shit, I forgot to give them their bonus attacks there. So that's that ability was when it's empowered. So quite powerful, as you can see.
There is little left in this universe that I have not witnessed. Your will be done. The Librarian can assist you in this matter.
Alright, run you around the back here. Try to save these guys, but no guarantee. Yeah, almost positive that you're not going to be able to, but smack. Oh shit, you got a good hit there.
We can handle it.
Well, he's going to lose that Librarian now too, unfortunately, I think.
Taking fire! For his blood, I will take the chapter's due. My powers await your command.
Alright, where did he retreat to, I want to know.
Sanguinius, watch over us. We are the defenders of Warhammer.
Wait. Oh, he must have resurrected. I'm like, didn't I kill him?
For the Imperium! Sanguinary Guard at your disposal. Your will be done.
Let's attack here. And so as you see, that used up his points there, because that's the one thing you got to be careful with, is if you don't know that's going to use up your points, that can definitely wreck your day there. Because you're thinking, oh, I'm going to have another attack, whereas lo and behold, you do not. Oh, there's the death marks. Of course, now I can see them.
Sanguinary guard at your disposal. Just from afar.
So what I'd like to do is we'll bring you down here. And then you saw what happens when you empower. Alright, I thought I would actually upload the red descriptions of the empowered abilities for the librarians, because I didn't actually do it. I kind of rushed through that. So if you were going to do that, you would get, if you empowered Wings of Sanguinius, you get 4 movement, 3 armor, 30 evasion. If you do Angelic Fury, it now summons a vision that terrifies all enemy, doing 45 momentum damage. The range of the attack goes up to 3 tiles instead of 2, and it now does 45 to 60 damage to all units. Oh, okay, so I see. So the momentum damage gets a higher area of effect, whereas the damage is only within 2 tiles. So that could be a little bit misconstrued. I think the other way would have been way too powerful. And then obviously you have the Bloodlands here too, which does the 90 to 120 for up to 8 targets per tile. So very incredible if you use these guys with their empowered abilities, that's for sure. The vision, but then I also wanted to empower the lance for you. So now it deals 90 to 120 splash damage, armor piercing 6, up to 8 units per tile. So you effectively can kill almost any squad once you get this powered up. So that is the power of the Librarian. Now unfortunately the Sanguinary Guard were kind of let down here, but that is the power that these guys have. So as you can see, they're amazing units. So especially if you know how to stack your abilities, get the momentum gains. If I had the lieutenants there, you know, I could have got 50% momentum gains, which would have helped me get even faster to being able to empower those abilities, and by being able to have area of effect abilities with the lance or the sanguinary, I forget what it's called, the vision of sanguinius, you can do just a ton of damage against either demons, Necrons, pretty much anybody. I mean, because the one is effectively psychic damage, which isn't reduced by armor significantly, and the other one has so much armor piercing that you can just mess anything up. So great units as long as you can keep them alive. So hopefully that gives you an idea of how to use the Librarians. If you're enjoying these videos, please give my channel a like and subscribe. Encourage me to post more content for you. Have a great day.